Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Tom from UDS, and I'm here backstage at the gorgeous Islington Academy here in London, and I am joined by Matt from arguably the most handsomest band in all the world, Hawthorne Heights.
After sleeping in a van last night, we look pretty good today.
It definitely suits you. Suits you.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Matt?
I'm good. I'm trying to find a warm room in England. I've yet to find it. We have heat where I'm from, so it's kind of...
Yeah,
I know you guys have heat, but it ain't like ours.
Not this time of year, not this time of year. Oh, God. So, for the unfortunate few who don't know who Hawthorne Heights are, would you mind just giving a brief introduction?
We are a band from Ohio in the U.S. We've been around since like 2004, 2003. That's about it. We just tour our asses off. We're allowed to cuss, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm allowed to cuss? Cool.
I mean, does ass really count as a cuss?
Not really.
Like,
well, I'm trying to set small, and then we're going to go from there.
Yeah. I mean, this is the UK. You can drop hard
right.
C-bombs,
and
no one's going to bat an eyelid.
You guys throw that around like crazy.
So, in the effort of sort of just getting to know each other a little bit better, if you could be a type of sandwich, what kind of sandwich would you be?
I would be... Man, I think I'm about to get... We have no time to eat today, so I'm about to get a chicken and bacon from Marks and Spencer.
That's the one? Yeah.
Okay. I would not be that. I'm eating that out of whatever. Probably a BLT.
Oh, good choice.
With
good choice.
light on the lettuce, because it's kind of a waste of a food in that scenario.
You don't want soggy bread. Soggy bread and you've just wasted it.
No.
BLT is one of those ones that you have to get the balance just right.
It's a ratio situation.
If you get it right, my God, there's nothing better.
Yeah.
There's nothing better.
Yeah.
There we go. Hawthorne Heights, BLT. Put that on the next CD. So you're celebrating the 15th anniversary. Whoa, time flies. Of the Silence in Black and White, which remains as influential now as it did all the way back in 2004. Why do you think that album continues to resonate with fans to this day?
I don't know. I think it's like a mix of time and place. Like if somebody's 28 now, I listen to new stuff constantly. I love new music, love it. But my favorite music for sure is stuff I listened to when I was in high school. I think just everybody does that. So I think people resonate with that, and at the same time, you maybe can hear it. I don't really hear it because I'm involved in it, but you can we had no idea what we were doing when we wrote that, and I think there's there's a youthful energy to having no clue what you're really doing.
Definitely.
Now we're trying to craft songs, and then we're not trying to craft anything really. We were just, that sounds cool, let's play that, let's record that because that sounds cool.
Absolutely, it's that kind of authenticity that you you can't fake. So
and it's funny because we still try to get that, but it's almost impossible.
Yeah,
because it's it only happens first. I think that's why people like bands' first records, to be honest.
Definitely.
It's because there is an authenticity, because it's a band figuring out what the hell they sound like.
It's like lightning in a bottle, I guess.
Yeah. And it just becomes a thing, and it's kind of hard to figure out again.
And you briefly mentioned that you listen to a lot of new music as well. Are there any artists that have sort of caught your ear, the ones that you're excited about nowadays?
I love Billie Eilish. I think she's just wonderful. I think she's good.
So good.
I saw her play 6 months ago, and it was it was so good. I think she's really cool. I love the idea of making a record in your bedroom and
100%
taking Grammys out of people's hands that spent millions of dollars. I love that. I listen to Kanye West, even though everybody hates him right now, but I don't care because I think he's great.
I mean, he's one of those guys that if you detach the artist from the music is 9 times out of 10 amazing, and there's a reason he's in the chart.
And it's hard for me to... People get so mad at him, and I'm just he's f***ing with you.
Exactly.
It's pretty simple. He's been doing it. I mean, he's messing with you.
He's the world's richest troll.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I like that. I listen to a lot of electronic stuff, people sampling and like that. I think that's cool. I'm kind of sick of rock music, to be honest. I hear it every night. I don't want to hear it in my headphones.
That's
I
fair
just
enough.
don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I'd rather listen. I listen to a bunch of ambient stuff just because no drums. That's really appealing. No drums is really appealing after being at a show every day. So I just listen to that stuff, and
That's interesting. I suppose as sort of just a fan of music, I don't really sort of probably appreciate that it is your job. So
Yeah.
it's like what I do. Like I do a lot of this stuff, and so I find it so hard to listen to other podcasts on like myself and everything
Right.
like that. I want to always looking to find something different. So I suppose it's no different whatever job you do.
It's probably exactly the
Yeah.
same. Yeah.
And just going back to your debut record again, if there was something that you could give something, sorry, I'm going to get words out.
You're
If there
good.
was,
You're good.
It's been a long day.
You're
If there
good.
was advice that you could give to yourself 15 years ago, what advice would you give yourself?
Oh man. I don't know. Probably don't care and just do whatever you want. But I think that's kind of what we did then anyway. I mean, we cared. I think like we wanted to be cool, like a band for a career or whatever. You have all those things, but you also don't think it's possible.
Yeah.
So you just kind of do whatever.
Exactly.
And there's kind of a nice balance there. Whereas now it's like maintaining a career is different than seeing how this goes, because that's what we were doing. I mean, we all
100%.
dropped out of school because you can always go back. And now I'm 37. There's no going back. And now there is no now the going back to school thing is gone. So now we have to figure this out. But I don't really give it now the same as I did then, but just did different things. But I think whatever sounds good. And
Do you think it's easier to not give a shit the older you get, or do you think?
Definitely easier for sure. Yeah, you have. There's always there's a little bit of giving a shit at the same time when you're younger, but now once you get older, you're just like, dude, I really, really don't care at this point. Yeah.
And I noticed, I don't know who runs your band's Twitter account, but I noticed that there was a tweet earlier this week that said, in London, watching Mr. Bean and waiting to go and see Big Ben, Buckingham Palace and Westminster Abbey. Only took 15 years. So I wanted to ask, do you get much time to explore the places you tour? Or is this still a luxury?
That was JT that wrote that, because I know he's like, I watched Mr. Bean last night. I was like, you heard of this? You ever heard of this thing? But yeah, we had never seen Parliament. We'd never seen Big Ben. And we still didn't see it, by the way. It's under construction.
Oh yeah, no, they've got
fully to the top. I mean, you can't see an inch of that thing. So that's still funny. But yeah, I think I might be misquoting this, but I think it's Elvis Presley. I think it's him. Don't quote me on that. But the quote is, I've been everywhere in the world and haven't seen any of it. It's 100% like that. So, which is fine. I mean, whatever. The more I travel, everybody's the same regardless of where you go. And that's it. I mean, it's just, everybody's just working or on the way home from work or out for a night on the town or something, and everybody's the same, and it's cool but mundane at the same time, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, it's kind of that familiarity.
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That you just, I suppose, as you say, it is quite comforting that wherever you go, people are just people.
Yeah, it's the same. I think it's one of those things where I think people are more exciting than buildings.
Yes,
I like being in Europe, and I like seeing old buildings, but you can only see so many old buildings, and then you meet somebody that's cool, and then you're like, that's way cooler.
That's it. You tend to remember those moments that more so than just something like that. So
yeah, for sure.
Definitely. So looking from the past to the present, you released Lost Transmissions at the tail end of last year. For people who haven't checked out this record yet, what can people expect from it?
They can expect... it's weird. It's like a mishmash of stuff that we had. We had some B-sides. We did a couple covers. I did a couple electronic versions of songs. Then there's just all this stuff. And we kind of we had some B-sides and we had some covers, and we're like at 5 songs or whatever. And then we're like, well, 5 songs is an EP. And then we did a couple other things, and then we're at 8 songs. And then you're like, well, now we're almost to record level, so let's figure out how to make that a thing.
Yeah.
But when I listen to it, it sounds like an album. It doesn't feel like a mishmash of songs thrown at the wall. It feels like its own thing.
Oh, definitely.
But the idea was just we have these 2 things, let's add these 3 things. Well, that's close to these, and then we'll add these 3 things, and then once you're there, we're just okay, we need a few other things to call it a record.
Definitely. So you end the record with a fair few cover tracks. What was sort of the decision process for picking these tracks? Was it just tracks you liked, or ones that had influenced the band?
I would say that, I don't know, this might be every band, I have no clue, but our band, we all listen to completely different stuff. So If it was up to JT, we would have Bruce Springsteen cover albums. If it was up to me, we'd, I don't know, cover Bach or something. Mark, we'd cover Jimmy Eat World. But there are like 5, 6 songs that we all like, which is weird. Like Ramones' Pet Sematary. There's a reason they seem out of the blue and weird. It's because there's very
That's
few songs that we all like Cheap Trick, No Surrender, Cranberries. It's just kind of mishmash, but we don't all like the same stuff. So those are just songs we can agree on. That's what we should have called it.
There you go. It works though. It definitely works as a full listen through.
Cool.
So we like to advocate positivity here at UDS, and one of the ways we do that is through inspirational quotes. One of my favourites is "I can't believe I ate the whole thing," because it works in pretty much any facet of life and can really keep you going in the dark times. So with that in mind, if Hawthorne Heights had a motivational quote to share with the world, what would it be?
Oh man, I don't even know. I'm not a very motivational person. At least you still have a pulse. Check for a pulse.
There you go. That's what we started with off the
check
camera.
For a pulse.
That's it. You ain't dead yet. You ain't dead yet.
Nope.
And as we wrap up, what does 2020 have in store for Hawthorne Heights?
We have, the best thing we have, in my opinion. Now this might be the worst coming off of motivational positive quote, but we have been on tour forever at this point. And after this, in a few days, the 17th, we start a 3-month break.
Oh, perfect.
Which I don't think I've seen a 3-month break in years. I can't remember one. So I am laser focused on that. I can't wait to go buy groceries. I can't wait. And put stuff in the refrigerator because I'll still be home. But then we have a tour with Bayside and Census Fail and Can't Swim in the summer. And then we're going to Hawaii to play a show there. Show/vacation, if you want, in all honesty.
Yeah, if there was ever going to be a place that you go just to see the sights and everything, the beach, then that sounds like a good place.
We go there once a year, once every 2 years, and just kind of play a show and then lay around.
Very nice.
And then we're planning stuff for the fall right now. I'm not the guy that knows anything that's going on, so I know that somebody's planning something for the fall, and I'll be there.
Just going with the flow.
Yeah.
Weird tangent question. I love American supermarkets. It's just one of those weird things that anytime I'm there, I'm fascinated with. What is your supermarket of choice when you're back home?
Supermarket of choice. I don't want to say Whole Foods, but it is great.
I mean, there is a reason.
I don't want to say it, but
we have them over here very sparsely now, but they're so good when you're there.
I like Whole Foods. There's I live in Nashville, and there's a little tiny, it's not a supermarket, it's more like, if you were in a big bodega, it would be that kind of stuff. It has hippie bullshit and vitamins and hot food you can eat. It's everything, the hippiest stuff in a Whole Foods, but smaller, more condensed. I like that place a lot.
Like a whole kombucha shot of
it's
Whole
that
Foods.
kind of stuff. But I don't like big supermarkets because the options are so vast that I feel like I just walk around and look at stuff. And I'd rather I'm a shopper. When I shop for something, I'm going to be I need this, this, and this.
In and
I'm
out.
going to walk in and I'm going to get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest shocks I ever saw in a supermarket was the first time I went to a Target and saw one of those escalators that you put the trolley on, and it just sort of goes.
Your cart with you.
Exactly, that blew my mind. That was the future.
Well, if you're considered a Target, would you consider a Target a supermarket? When you say supermarket, I think grocery.
I mean, the supermarkets over in the UK do everything.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, then Target.
I do love a Target.
Yeah, Target's nice.
And I think we're just about running out of time. So the question we end every interview with is, we are UDS, which stands for Upside Down Shark. So with that in mind, what is your favourite shark?
My favourite shark.
It can be fictional. It can be real. We've had Jaws. We've had Bruce from Finding Nemo. We've even had Danny DeVito as the Penguin in Batman Returns. I don't know how we got there, but it counts. So
favorite shark. I'm trying to think. Do you know who Jeanette Lee is?
I don't think I do.
She plays billiards, pool. We would call it pool, and we would consider her a pool shark.
I see.
So I'm going to pick Jeanette Lee. I'm almost positive her nickname is the Black Widow.
There you go.
So she's a literal pool shark, and I'm going to go with that. Not an animal variety.
No. That's
mammal, but not a
still counts.
Not a sea creature.
It still counts.
Yep.
And sounds incredibly deadly.
yeah.
But also a great shout.
Right.
Matt, thank you so much for your time.
Hey, no problem. Thank you.
And thank you for listening. Make sure to pick up Lost Transmissions wherever you listen to good music. Like, share, and subscribe for more interviews, and we will see you very soon.